Well, just look at this. Now then you can put that onto your mantelpiece and you can have it either way. I've had a look through some of my Gelli print papers, and these are papers that were in what I call my folder of doom. In other words, they were just in a folder because I wasn't pleased with how they turned out. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for, so they rest in the folder until I decide I'm going to do something with them. Don't worry at this point if you don't have anything that is made on a Gelli plate. You can use these pre-printed papers. You can get these in blocks of 10s or 20s, whatever, and they usually have printed on both sides rather nice patterns or pictures or things that you can use. So don't worry that you don't have the Gelli plate papers. We can cut these out and do exactly the same as what I'm going to do with these. Okay, so going back to these here, unlike the papers that I've just showed to you, they have nothing on the back, they're just plain. And so that might not be a problem for you. You might want to have a pattern on one side and have, well, it's a little bit mucky, isn't it? You might just want plain white on that side. But what I've done is this. And instead of them having white on the background, what I've done is I've glued down, just with a Pritt stick or a glue stick, some more paper. In this case, I've gone for a tissue paper like this here. So I've used this type of paper so I don't make the paper that I'm working with too thick. So the tissue paper is being adhered to the back of this print. And same with this and this one. So it doesn't matter how this is folded, you're going to have something on both sides. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this in exactly the same way as I did this folded piece of printer paper. And what I'm going to do is I'll do one slowly, or I might actually speed it up a little bit. But then once I've done this, I'll carry on with these. So I've got 5. So we're going to start off folding it in the middle. So there we are. It's an easy fold. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mountains. 1, 2, 3 on the other side. I'm going to press this down again, and what I'll do is I'll continue with these 4 and I'll come back to you when they're all done. Okay, so now they've all been folded, and from those pieces of unloved papers that I've had in my folder of doom, I think they're looking quite nice now. And the idea is that you have to put them together, and it's really up to you how you want to arrange them. Depends on the colours and how you feel you want the run of patterns to go. So I'm just going to have a play with these and see which way I actually want them to go. So here it is completed. It's all stuck down, letting it dry a little bit more. So I've got pretty patterns both sides. So now we've got to decide what we're going to do with it. So I've got these now. These are the scrapbooking pads. Was never really that keen on them, hence they've never been used. So I've cut these in half. They're 12 by 12, so they're going to be 6 by 6, and I'm going to start and do the same thing with them fold wise. I'm going to bring it closer to me because when I'm working away from it being overhead, can you see there, it doesn't line up, so I need to be more close to it, and so I'll carry on and do that, and I'll come back to you in a few seconds. And so all I need to do now is glue that down. Just using this glue stick. Put that on there like that. Slide it down. There we have another rather nice accordion fold. And what are we going to do with this one? So I've stuck these down and I'm happy the way that it looks. What I want to do now is to put some end pieces on it, and what I've done is I've just measured this side here and doubled it, added a little bit more so that slides over there like that, and I can glue it down, and that will be the end of this little accordion. I made a mistake, and this should go on, whoops, this should go on here like that, so these cut pieces here should go behind. That's where I'm going to thread the ribbon, but obviously it can't because of this bit here, so I can either stick that down and put this over the top, or I can cut this off. If I'd have had it the other way round, so this was next to this nesty bit here, it probably would have worked better, but I like the way that this is, so I'm just going to cut this off. Okay, so that will go on there like that. This will go on here like that, and what I'm going to do is to put some ribbon so that I can tuck it in there and tie it. So I shall do that. So I've measured this, and this is 15 centimetres, and I put a little mark halfway at this point here, so I can put the ribbon on, and it will be in the middle. So here it is finished. Is it perfect? No. Is it easy to do? Yes. And can you make it? Yes, you can. There's so many people out there on YouTube making these absolutely perfect mixed media projects, and sometimes you look at them and you think, I just can't make that. But honestly, believe me folks, you can. This is so easy to do, and it's just a joy. This is obviously made with those scrapbooking blocks that you can buy, but just look at this. Do you remember those pieces of paper that we had just hanging over with nothing to do? Well, just look at this. Now then you can put that onto your mantelpiece, and you can have it either way. So that's an idea what you can do with your scrap pieces of paper that you made on your Gelli Plate, that you're hiding in your folder of doom when you think nothing can be done with them. And in fact, you can make something rather pretty just like this. It's very, very easy to do. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you will try making some things with your papers, whether or not they're Gelli Plate papers or things that you have in your stash that you have never done anything with. I'm trying to encourage you to do that and just come along on the journey with me. I'm going to be looking at all different types of mixed media and ideas to do with paper of different varieties, and yeah, I'm not an expert, but then I'm happy to learn, and I hope you'll come with me and we can learn together. So until then, bye for now. Bye bye.